All right, babies. I'm gonna assume it's gonna just start up. I'm not 100% sure. We're on the trailer section. I think the last time I did that, I just waited. It was like, all right, it's gonna start, and everything. I had to like refresh. So let's hope this matchup doesn't become a stalemate again. Was there a stalemate? Wait, what? Was there a stalemate before? What do you mean? Yo, what's up, Leo? How you doing? Lewis Cruz. Shout out to Lewis Cruz, animator. Gonna be a tie? I don't know. I feel like Wile has more gadgets than, like, at least way more gadgets that have been shown, I guess. Or traps or whatever you want to call them. I don't know. I don't know what Tom has over Wile, Coyote. They both suck. You know who will win? The Roadrunner and Jerry. That's who will win. They'll come in and fucking end both of them. Scooby vs. Courage was a stalemate. Was it a stalemate? Why do I not remember that? I guess I can't remember. I can't, like, think who won, so. Okay, wow, I don't even remember that. I don't remember it being a tie. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, you bitch. I don't mean this. 3 minutes? No! Alright, whatever. I guess we'll talk for 3 minutes. Do they usually do a 3-minute countdown? I feel like that's a lot. Damn. Anyway. I'm muting the audio. First of all, it's loud, and second of all, actually, not even kidding, YouTube puts this so that you get a copyright claim for that music, which is ridiculous. You're gonna predict the tie too? Damn, everybody's predicting the tie. Hey, Scooby versus Courage was different. I don't know why, but it was different. It has to be. Would they do another tie between two cartoon characters like this? Because besides, I'm trying to think what since Scooby versus Courage, has there been like two like straight up cartoon characters? I don't mean like anime or whatever, you know, like classic cartoon characters that have gone against each other. Like the last time I could think of that, it wasn't two classic ones, but I could think of Popeye and Saitama. That was a classic. Well, Popeye was, but obviously Saitama's not. That was a good ass fucking battle too. Yeah, I mean, they have cartoon logic, right? They're immortal, so that's probably, yeah. You might be, or they do like some shit like where they fight in Valhalla. You know Valhalla. You go to Valhalla and you fight forever. Yeah, we just ended there, and they're just still trying to kill each other, even though they can't die. That's true. We did see both Tom. Well, Tom we saw in the not the preview. I guess the preview to the rundown. I guess like turn into dust and just reform himself immediately. I'm sure Wile E. Coyote did that too, but only new good cartoons are Lecheros. Oh, was there a new Lechero DSP? Oh, I love those. My most awaited death battle is Ruby Rose versus Maka. Ruby Rose is from Ruby, right? I don't know what Maka is. I never watched Ruby, but I do know. I'm pretty sure that's a character. They might be dead even in Toon Force. Okay, well we'll find out in about 20 minutes, I'd say. No new. Oh, damn. Fuck. That sucks. Living it up in Regin. Give me Kirby versus Kratos. Kratos! That would be sick. Kirby versus Kratos. Kirby just sucks him up. Lets him digest. Doesn't spit him out. He would fight. He would rip out of inside Kirby. I don't even care what's inside Kirby. Alright, here we go. Alright. Let's get to it. Alright, so last guesses. Well, I guess not last guesses. We're going to have to hear the rundown first. Alright, here we go. Yep. You weren't going to catch it anyway.
Coyote, the fastest and furriestest of the
Looney Tunes.
Here
we go.
Cat, the powerhouse pussycat from Tom and Jerry. The fans voted for it, and we're here to deliver. He's
How about Sylvester?
boomstick.
Probably...
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Alright, here we go. My guess right now, I don't know.
In tales told over shimmering campfire by the tribes
The
people of
Coyote.
North America, there was no figure so
Yep,
cunning,
just
so
got
bold
just
as
got here
Coyote.
just
To the
right on
middle,
time.
He was a Prometheus who stole
That's what I'm trying
fire
to
from the
say.
heavens to give to humanity. To the Sewetmuk, he was a foolish trickster who could die and return to life.
And to the brothers Warner,
he's
he's
both.
just a poor dumb schmuck who can't catch
Hey, he
a
could die and
break.
come back to
this
life, and
day,
he's a
the
trickster.
great Coyote
I mean, he's the one who gets the
stalks
tricks
Southwest,
thrown at him,
hunting
but
his
yeah, he
indefatigable
tries.
prey,
He tries to
the
be a
Road
trickster.
Runner. And
Wow,
this
that was a
modern
big-
wily
wow, that was a
coyote
big
is
text.
driven by a ruthless entrepreneurial spirit.
Yeah, and it drove him straight off a cliff. He'll chase that bird-shaped happily ever after to his own inevitable undoing. Such is the
Classic.
lot of the common man.
Chucky.
You might not expect it from an anthropomorphic canine Job, but Wile was born the son of world-famous hunter Cage
That's
E.
good.
Coyote. His father raised him from infancy to
I can't
hound his
believe
avian
this is-
adversary and forbade him to
Yeah,
speak
I can't
until
believe
he
this is in the
tasted
lore.
victory. On the face, and
Again, I already watched the
are incredibly adaptable
these
predators,
separate videos for
capable of
these, so I know
hunting in
some of the
both
stuff.
rural and urban environments.
They're also
outta
speedy
here.
little demons. They
Look at
can
'em go.
sprint it up to 43 miles per hour. Though that's cold comfort when that blue meeping bastard can make beams
Meep, meep.
of light look stone still, or outrun a car that was moving fast enough to travel through
What
time.
is this?
Frankly, it's incredible.
never seen that
Wile
before.
manages
That,
to consistently keep up with his prey at all.
that cartoon,
but
whatever that
he
one was.
does.
No, really, it's actually stated that only
Bag,
a,
baby,
quote,
bag.
tiny little
Baby,
extra
bag,
burst
baby,
of
bag,
speed
ribs.
separates the
Hell
Coyote
yeah.
and the Roadrunner. Heck, Bugs Bunny himself needed to take super speed supplements in order to move fast enough to outrun Wile.
But almost as fast isn't fast enough. Fortunately, Wile's got an endless assortment of gadgets, gizmos, and reams of blueprints to make up the difference.
He's got your classics like dynamite, anvils,
I love
and
the lore
spring-loaded
here
boxing
about
gloves,
the,
along with heavier artillery like heat-seeking missiles.
they'll get into it, but the Acme,
and a friggin'
the Acme
trebuchet,
company being
a Reddit favorite.
made
Which he
because of
invented
this guy.
himself and uses in excruciatingly detailed schemes that inevitably go awry. Despite being
I
a
love that.
self-described super genius, Wile has an officially measured IQ
good.
of 3.
That's the
That's
same
3.
IQ as a
No, he
cactus.
doesn't.
Okay, the test results
Oh,
were
okay.
fake.
Yo, what's
but
up,
he's
Bryce?
still an idiot.
So why not let a soulless corporation do the hard work for him?
Acme sells any product that you can imagine, and Wile is their most devoted
Hell
customer,
yeah, bro.
contributing up to 99% of its multi-billion-dollar revenue.
This guy just gotta kill
Well,
one
Pops.
bird.
Oh, don't worry, I'm spending it all in one place.
He's got an Acme Book of Magic, Acme Clonomatic, Acme Death Ray, Acme City in a Box, Acme Universal Remote.
I
which
can
can
see it.
pause, fast
He has to
forward,
have a
and
pretty
rewind
low
the
IQ.
person
He has all
through
this
time.
shit, still
Too
can't
bad
kill his
half the
goddamn
stuff
bird.
Wile uses is intentionally sabotaged because Acme's
Acme
board of
Super
directors
Close?
is
What the fuck was that?
exclusively Roadrunners. My man cannot catch a break, but he sure can
boy
take
can't
some
catch a break.
punishment.
No matter the severity of his
I-
failures, Wile is still a
I
toon
love that
and
shot.
can bounce back from
I love that
just
shot
about anything.
too.
He's been sliced, stabbed, squashed, exploded, melted,
Yeah.
blasted into a constellation, and overall verbed for the last 87 years
Yeah.
straight without ever actually dying. He once
Yeah.
got fully disintegrated into ash and popped back up
Okay,
like it was
so that was
nothing.
him, not
Similar
Tom.
to the
Okay.
immortal Coyote of Sewetmuk
I remember
legend.
that.
He's also shattered the fourth wall tons of times and even left the comic page entirely to catch the Roadrunner. Ah, so close.
Believe
What's
it or
up?
not, there is actually a biological reason for these abilities. Looney DNA. Every toon's got it, not just the Looney ones. And it's what
I
lets
don't
them
even-
survive fatal damage up to being fully
Yeah,
erased.
I think it
off
might
the
be a
page,
tie. I think you're
essentially
alright.
dictating their personal slice of reality to whatever is funny.
Well,
Like how
Tom.
gravity only
All right, we'll
affects the
see.
coyote when he looks down.
Toons are immune to the laws of physics as we know
But how
them.
about
That's why
Tom
Wile
and Jerry?
developed a
Tom
counter to
isn't
this
a
immortality,
toon though.
The Looney DNA Dissolver, which leaves toons vulnerable to fatal
So
wounds
they
the
might
same
use
way
that,
we are. Yet again, so close. You can't say he hasn't tried everything.
It was Wile's
There-
experience.
there
as
might-
a
there might-
veteran
all right,
toon
there
that
might be
landed him a
something.
job
Hold
at
on, we'll see.
Acme University as department chair of the School of Hard Knocks, teaching up-and-coming Tiny Toons how to use their abilities.
Okay, so Naruto.
Unless they lose
And
the
just
will
like
to live. Well, we already
Naruto's
saw.
jutsus,
We already saw
Toon
Tom
Force
does
works
that
like an
sometimes.
actual power system,
Goes on those
with
train
more
tracks.
experienced Toons like Wile who are more powerful than their younger counterparts.
And that means Wile should be capable of replicating feats and abilities performed by any other Looney Tune.
Hell
like
yeah, bro.
traveling between different
Dragon Ball Z
mediums or
fucking fight over
altering
there.
the plot of the cartoon he's in.
And my favorite was the time Plucky Duck used Marvin the Martian's matter transmogrifier to
Just suck up the universe.
entire universe.
And then suck up the animator animating his universe.
Oh no!
And then suck up the animator's universe for good measure.
Wiley's got a cushy 10-year job teaching that stuff. Impressive for an
Little
abject
fucking
failure in his
umbrella.
life mission. He's helped stop a meteor from destroying Earth, beat the Monstars in basketball,
Oh, yeah.
and even, whoa, snap, caught the Roadrunner.
Hey.
Oh, wait, never mind. So damn
God
close.
damn it!
According to 1977's Tweety and Sylvester issue 67, Wile E. Coyote has attempted to catch the Roadrunner 4,776,842 times. Scaling to the present, that's over
up,
10
Trevor?
million failures.
That takes dedication, or maybe self-destructive
10
stubbornness.
million
Too blinded by bird lust to see the forest.
Well, get him
for
a
the trees.
girlfriend.
But
Oh,
Acme's
damn.
intentional malfunctions and Coyote's
Get him
recklessness
some
don't
pussy.
account for all of his catastrophes. There's something else,
don't mean
something
Tom.
grander, otherworldly, standing in the way of
dog
our
and rump
furry
in the
friend's
background?
salvation.
Wiz, there's no other way to say it. God is just plain out to get this guy.
And by
God
God,
hates his
we
ass.
mean the closest thing that exists
Bugs
for Coyote
Bunny.
and Roadrunner. Chuck Jones.
Oh yeah, sure.
The guy that created him
Yeah,
and
you
helped forge
stinker.
the Looney Tunes into how we know him today.
Originally meant to be a parody of earlier chase cartoons like, well, Tom and Jerry, Jones established several rules for their animated shorts that superseded Coyote's reality
Except by
warping
going
tune
BB.
abilities.
Rules that cover his obsession.
They'll go
faulty
over the ones that are
products,
important, I
and the
guess.
fact that no outside force, not even the Roadrunner, is to blame for his defeat. Just him.
While other creatives have altered this formula in the decades since
Okay.
Jones's departure, these rules have
So some people didn't even
effectively
know
made
about the rules,
Coyote's
that's what's said on the
defeats
top right.
Cosmically ordained.
God nerfed Wile E. Coyote. In all
Damn.
our years making Death Battle, we have never seen a handicap like that.
But what else can you expect from our fanatical furry fail son? He's the Sultan of Slapstick, the CEO of Second Place, the swing and a miss superstar. As long as he picks himself back up and dusts off the ashes, that'll never be all, folks, for
Catch y'all,
Wile E.
folks.
Coyote.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if that's the case in
The
about 10
year was
minutes.
1939. War raged in Europe between
What's
the
up, Cool
British
Maker?
Tommies and the German
I honestly
Jerrys.
don't know.
As the beleaguered English made their miraculous escape from the German encirclement off the coast of Dunkirk, one might have called the battle a game
Really?
of
Everybody
cat
keeps
and
saying
mouse.
Tom
Oh,
now.
wow, is that actually where their names come from? I'm looking this up.
Regardless of their names' origin, William Hanna and Joseph Barbera's infamous cat and mouse duo became the undisputed kings of
Infamous.
slapstick comedy.
The formula
Would they be
is
considered
simple,
infamous?
and we all know it. Tom
I
Cat
think infamous
chases
is when you're
Jerry Mouse
popular
around
for a
the
bad
house.
reason.
Brutal, bone shaking. I felt that in my balls. Violence ensues.
Oh,
And Tom is reprimanded by Mammy Two Shoes.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well.
Let's say very much from the 1940s.
Yeah.
And if you're like me,
Yeah.
all you wanted to see was Tom wipe
Yeah.
that smug smirk off that little rat's face. Despite my well-documented hatred of cats, even I've got to cringe at years of propaganda
Yeah, we'll
to
see.
convince us to side with the filthy,
seen
flea-ridden
Tom all the way
rodent
up.
over man's
Whoa,
second
Death
best
Battle.
friend. Oh, big yawn.
House cats like Tom are actually some of Earth's most successful predators.
Very
They
woke.
can run up to 30 miles
What,
per
you
hour,
don't like,
leap 6
the
feet high,
Mammy
and
character?
Despite
Wow.
being commonly perceived as nocturnal, they're actually
sorry,
crepuscular
sweetheart.
and hunt in the dawn and evening.
Tom specifically is a British shorthair. They're strong, stocky Roman cats bred to withstand harsh conditions. And for Tom, harsh conditions is an understatement.
Tom has collected a
Little
crazy
square-
assortment of weapons
little
in his
square
war
Tom.
against mouse kind. Sure, most of it is the stuff you can find around the average American household, like
Yes,
baseball
sir.
bats, lead pipes, and
And
Shotguns. Oh yeah.
But
Shotguns.
he's got wackier things
Yeah,
like a magic
normal
wand,
things,
a
you know,
RoboCat,
shotguns,
vanishing cream,
chainsaws,
and a smart cap that
you know,
gives him all the
nuclear
knowledge in the
bombs.
world.
Sure he has one of
partial
those.
to the sword of light and dark, which severs you from your own shadow, or the rewind remote, which can move your victim backwards through time.
And you can't forget the cat car and cat jet, spelled with K's, of course, but just the cat
course.
part.
Tom's arsenal is heavily improvisational,
Mortal Kombat
which
rules.
fits his quick thinking in fights over
ain't
Thanksgiving
cool
turkey.
unless it has a
Though
K.
he often loses his bouts with Jerry. It's
I do
not
take
usually
requests for
because he's dumb or
yeah,
incompetent.
not now though,
He's
but
just
in the future,
genuinely
leave a
outplayed.
comment.
And even in defeat, he's one tough son of a gun. He's been crushed, blown up, had every bone in his body broken, shattered, melted, and vaporized to dust. And survived.
Yeah, you're ordinary things a cat has,
Mostly.
of course.
Tom actually has kicked the bucket multiple times.
Yeah,
but
but he
little-known
never-
cat fact, he has 9 lives, as established in the episode Heavenly Puss.
Okay, so Wile E. Coyote's winning.
Oh,
Heavenly
Wiz
Puss.
was conducting some different kind of research when
Heavenly
he stumbled
Puss.
on that episode.
Very funny. Even if Tom starts to use his lives up, he has a potion that
So
just restores them.
Or he can physically
so if he
go
can't get
them back from hell.
Alright, he's gonna have to go to hell
Let's
during the
go.
battle then.
Extremely hardcore for a toon, but there isn't much of a limit to what Tom can do. He can clone himself, levitate in the air,
What's up,
make
Jose?
his imagination real,
What's up,
and even
loophole?
break the fourth wall and
Oh,
enter
sorry.
the real world.
Yeah, if you only watch the classic cartoons from the 40s, you may be in for a shock. Tom and Jerry gets buck wild, much like the
Hell yeah.
actual inspirations for their names.
They got
Thank
buck
you,
wild.
Oh, you're still on this?
Dodoy Wiz.
You don't wanna know what they
were
did to that
actually
horse.
named after the two characters in Pierce Egan's delightful life in London, Jerry Hawthorne and Corinthian Tom. It was adapted to the stage with the
Corinthian
title
Tom.
Tom and Jerry, which later became a catch-all term in 1800s England for young drunken rabble-rousers.
One could, in fact, say that many
Discombobulated.
rabbles were roused the times Tom destroyed a planet-busting asteroid, lifted up the sun, and was blown up into a constellation. And he was just fine. Just a bunch of stars now, but he's
He's just
okay.
fine.
Tanked an explosion.
Well,
that
hey,
launched
him and
through
Wile E.
time to
Coyote
the
were
Stone Age,
constellations.
And has run through space at massively faster than light speeds.
Fuck
That
is
shouldn't
this?
be a surprise when he and Jerry have been at each other's throats for over 80 years now. But what may surprise you is the fact that at the end of the day, they're
They're
actually
friends.
And they've worked together tons of times to save the day.
Yeah,
Like when they helped
like in
the
that
little
dog
orphan
shit
girl,
movie, yeah,
Robin
thank you.
Starling, find her way home. Oh, that's a nice end to their story.
Don't you
believe
believe
it.
Now is when we have to talk
Don't
about
you believe
Tom
it.
and Jerry Chase. Long ago, the
What?
warrior god, Lord of
doing
Sichuan, Erlong Shen, battled the tricksy and indomitable
The
Mouse
f-
King
what the fuck is
atop
happening?
Peach Mountain.
What is
leading
this?
the goddess Celeste to declare the two
Hey,
the
what's up, bro?
strongest warriors in the realm.
We got to
They
have
were, in
money.
fact,
That's right.
Tom and Jerry. They were even stronger than
Classic
Devil
line.
Tom, who repelled corruption by the darkness. This mysterious, malevolent force threatened to consume the tree of life.
The fuck
whose
is this?
branches encompass all of
What do we do?
time
Is this
and
a gotcha
space.
game? I bet this is a
Banding
gotcha
together,
game, whatever they're
these
talking about.
warriors use the star element to dispel the darkness and
It's a
save
game,
the
yeah.
universe.
Is it a gotcha game? I bet it
What
is.
the fuck?
While it may sound completely insane, it is. Chase is a Chinese mobile gotcha game whose lore
It's
is
NetEase,
not
yep.
entirely in keeping with
Confirmed.
the spirit of the
I
source
was right.
material. However, it is officially licensed by Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment, which means we have to include it in our research.
So that the gods may grant us mere mortals some heavenly puss.
No.
Friendly
Oh,
rivalry aside,
God,
though,
please
Tom
give
has
us
actually
heavenly
managed
puss.
to catch the little rat fair and square a few times.
By my count of the original shorts, 19 times.
I could watch him
Damn.
on repeat forever. Too bad he's still a filthy feline. The only kitty I truly respect is named
Yes?
after booze.
Well then, you're in luck, because the
Okay.
Tom and Jerry of English literature later became the namesake for a famous Christmas cocktail.
Because there's no
Oh.
better way to get absolutely trashed than with good old Tom and Jerry.
Hell yeah. Whoa.
Guess what?
Okay.
Death Metal has
Thanks,
merch
Evil Orange.
now.
That's right, Boomstick.
Oh
And you
my
can pick some up
god.
for yourself
I
at our
honestly have no
website,
idea who's gonna win.
deathmetal.gg.
Just like usual.
Just click
I
the
well
merch
no, I
tab
do. I think it's
at
gonna be
the
Wile E.
top.
Coyote, but
Stickers, shirts,
hey,
and more.
them bringing up that he could just restore all of his 9 lives made me go, oh, okay, well maybe
It says so right on the cover.
Sure.
No, definitely.
There's also
That's funny.
exclusive merch for website members, like my beer cooler, which keeps my beer nice
Oh, I
and
wonder if
cold.
the Kickstarter
And
money's
I
starting to
guess
run out here.
Theoretically, other beverages.
Guys, we need money,
Then there's
please.
the limited time Game Over team, which won't be available much longer, so if you want it, go grab
Damn,
it
it's
quick.
in
We'll
an
be releasing
extreme
more
fat
stuff
guy
throughout
size.
the
Oh
year,
yeah.
So check back for updates. Picking up an item or two really helps support
Yeah,
independent
get
death
10 of 'em.
metal. So we want to say a big thank you to everybody that's
Get
already
10
placed an order.
researchers
Head
notebooks.
over to deathbattle.gg and pick the piece
Free
of
watch,
Death Metal
it's
swag
fucking still
that's right
premiering.
for you.
Still premiering.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
Okay.
It's time for a death
Alright, here we go.
battle!
I'm gonna say Wile E. Coyote, but here we go. Yeah. Oh, they're moving. But it's still going. House mouse, moose ass Holocaust. Fearless catus perpetuus victimus. He's the victim. Poor Tom. Oh, come on, you could have did a better job with that screen. Come on. Beep beep. Greater Roadrunner. Meepus, meepus. Schmuckus. No one calls people schmucks anymore. Yeah, okay. That's about right. I like that laugh. Champion is... I didn't read it. Fuck. Alright, here we go. Oh, they get the fuck out. You foolish fuck. What? You ran through my fucking... There you go. That's more like it. Yo, he got the lead pipe. Alright, nice. Oh no, oh, Tom and Jerry, uh-oh.
Come on, you apes! You want
to live forever! Yeah, I've seen Starship Troopers. Oh my god, what the fuck you just drink? Pepto? Wile using the queso and drag weapon. That was kind of fucked up. Let's go follow him. That's a good bit. Alright, oh, okay, was the airplane? Okay, oh, he got one of his lives. Oh, it's high-speed tonic. Hell yeah. Take a sippy. Oh! Using his own ship. Nice. Alright, I like that. Nice. Is he gonna fall for it? Oh! Oh, yeah, I did that bit. Damn, bro. What the fuck? Alright, that's good. About to get ran over by his own truck he painted? Okay. Oh! Get the fuck out of my computer! Should have seen that coming. Oh! Nice. Oh. Looney DNA dissolver. Wait, what? Oh no. Are they both about to die? Okay. Oh. And some of this. Oh yeah, how about this? And see how you like it. Oh my god. No! Oh, they both lost. Wait. Oh no. Yeah, there he is. That's a piece of the fucking ground there.
Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah.
Super genius.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Oh, he died. What'd I say? That was a good battle.
God,
That was pretty good.
Died this time. I mean,
What?
no, animal cruelty, no.
Considering
They got one of them
coyotes eat
died
cats,
this time,
I'm
that's
not
funny.
surprised.
While both Cat and Coyote were incredibly powerful, they weren't literal gods who could snap
Yeah.
their problems away. They had limitations and weaknesses
Rigged.
that could
When
be
they said
exploited,
that
especially
Wile
by
Coyote
each other.
can't
Let's
die and
first talk
Tom
their stats.
technically
Both
could
were
die, I'm like,
strong
yeah,
enough
he's
to
done.
contend with
He
universe-threatening
didn't go to hell.
phenomena,
He
but
should've went to hell,
comparing
though.
Wile to Plucky Duck, Looney Tunes can not only destroy their own universe, but their animators
Yeah,
as
they
well.
animate-
While Tom could move faster than light, Wile
Yeah,
could
I don't
keep
even
up
think it
with
was
Rover,
actually a
who
fair
could outspeed
competition
a
after
car fast enough to travel through time.
a reveal
That's
like that.
immeasurably fast and much faster than Tom.
But how
Wile
about the
gets
Chinese
edge
game
in
for Tom and Jerry?
Arsenal
Did
would
they
have
even
been
bring that in
better too,
consideration?
believe it or not. Even eliminating the devices that have been shown to malfunction.
Oh, yeah, it did. There was
we
a pool
still
of blood.
countered everything Tom
Oh, it was
had.
all a
The
dream.
biggest being the
Oh.
Looney DNA dissolver,
I
which
used to
could render
reword
Tom's
a
cartoony
magazine.
healing factor moot and end the fight.
While Tom has never been shown to have Looney DNA specifically,
No,
the
shut up.
concept clearly has
Siri?
nothing to do with actual DNA molecules.
Looney Tunes have been erased
No.
completely and still returned,
Oh, yeah, I love
so
the
it's
eraser
clearly
guy.
something more fundamental to their essence.
And since the
No!
dissolver works on
Shut up,
any
Siri.
tunes, not just the Looney ones, it should apply to Tom. But considering how much of a screw-up Wile is, it wasn't a sure bet. Hell, it could have backfired, especially considering how much more competent Tom is.
When it came to intelligence, Wile's
No, I
engineering and
didn't,
scheming
but I'm assuming
genius
there'll be
were
a new
often
trailer
defeated
tomorrow.
by his own
So I will
ego
be watching
and
that when it comes out.
stubbornness. Tom, on the other hand, was consistently more flexible, pragmatic, and victorious in his fights. He definitely gets the edge there.
Oh, and Tom has one other big advantage. He doesn't have God nerfing him.
And that's the
Yeah,
big question.
sure.
Was Tom capable enough to benefit from Wile's narrative and force
No.
bad luck and see the DNA dissolver backfire against him?
That bad luck is a core part of Wile's character as a cartoon. So let's call it
This is
his
a good bit.
Toonliness.
To find the answer,
Toonliness,
we
right?
dug deep through the bowels of Looney Tunes lore and ended up in an unexpected place. Space Jam.
Hell.
Where Wiley yet again fails against the Roadrunner, but
Right.
against the villains of the movie, the Monstars,
Yeah,
he
it works.
actually scores.
And
Hell
scores
yeah.
again in the sequel, more than anyone else. But according to Chuck Jones's rules, that shouldn't happen, right?
Throughout his entire history, Wiley's
I don't know if you
cosmically
reminded of that.
ordained failures only occur when he's specifically chasing the Roadrunner, or other tunes the plot bends around like bugs, because that's what Chuck Jones's rules were written for. Coyote and
Yeah, I'm
Roadrunner
gonna see bring her
cartoons.
back
And
eventually.
even then, looking closely,
I'll probably do
they've
a
been
reaction for
broken
it.
a few times throughout the decades, even during Chuck Jones's tenure.
Without the universe nerfing him, there's no reason to think Wiley couldn't eventually land a hit
God,
with the
looking
Looney DNA
ferocious there.
dissolver.
Especially when the only reason it failed was because of the Roadrunner's
hole case.
intervention, a direct violation of Chuck Jones's limitations on the Coyote.
And especially when it's the only thing that either one had that could kill the other.
Despite lacking Wiley's narrative impediments, and despite having a better track record overall, Tom ultimately had no surefire way to kill
Yeah,
Wiley,
him on the
whereas
trains.
Wiley's superior strength,
Tracks.
speed, and looting arsenal ensured his victory.
Wiley gave one hell of a chase and left Tom Jones in for a rematch.
The winner is Wile Coyote.
Next time on
Oh, who's it gonna be?
Battle.
All right, let's go. Oh, Miles Morales? What? Deku? Wait, what? Oh,
Subscribe
shit.
and join as a member to
Just
see more
Spider-Man.
Death
Wait, is it
Battle.
Miles
Thanks for
Morales or is it
watching.
Miles Morales Spider-Man? You have to make that distinction. All right, whoa, okay. I guess because they had teachers? I guess? They had people that were, like, heroes that taught... I don't know, bro. You know what the one thing that sucks about that is that they might spoil something that happens in the final season? I didn't even think about that. Oh, shit. Oh, no, I might not have to... I might not have to skip... I might have to skip that one. Not the battle. I'll watch the battle, but I might have to skip ew, I don't know. All right, that's a good battle though. I think, right? I'm just gonna skip the beginning part. I'll watch the battle though. Yeah, they'll most likely. I'm assuming Deku's gonna get some crazy powers in the final season. He's gonna get something. Maybe he won't. He might. I think he might already have all of his powers. It's lagging. I don't know what to tell you. What's up, Gory Crazy Dude? How you doing, JP? What's up, Will Ain't Dead? How you doing? Good morning. Sure. Squid Game Season 3, baby. Yeah, that's this week. I keep forgetting. Nico, huh? Did you like the battle? I thought it was good. Yeah, it was a good battle. Very good. I feel like of the last, like, 3 battles with, like, Toon characters, I feel like this was one of the weaker ones, I guess. Like, the only ones I could think of Popeye, I could think of Scooby-Doo and Courage, and then this one. I think this one was great, though. I'm just saying. Is there another one that was, like, Toon-related in the last little bit? I feel like the fight's animation budget went down for some reason. Not a bad fight, but I still prefer the one with Courage the Cowardly. Yeah, I think the Courage the Cowardly Dog was better. I didn't notice the animation dropping, honestly. I thought it was pretty good. It was just like Scooby and Courage went way harder than I think anybody thought it would. Have you seen the Jurassic World Rebirth popcorn bucket? I'm assuming it's going to be a fucking raptor's head or some shit. Let's see. Jurassic World Rebirth popcorn bucket. Let's see. Yeah. I immediately nailed it. It's... oh, wait, hold on. Sorry, that's the Cinemark one. Let me see. Oh, okay. All right. It's like it's like an incubator. Okay. There is one that where it's a T-Rex. Sorry, that's what I meant. Oh, that's just regular Jurassic World. Okay, I get you. I am not excited for that fucking movie at all, by the way. I just want to throw that out there. Even if the early word right now is that it's better than the last one. Yeah, well, I mean, that's not saying much, bro. The last one was dog shit. What do you think? I think it's going to be, like, mediocre. I don't think it's going to be great. My Hero Vigilante's reactions will start up again. I'm actually going to probably watch all the ones I missed tonight. And then, because I already know that tomorrow's episode is going to be pretty big, so I'm going to catch up soon. Did you watch? No, I did not watch the Fortnite Bruno Mars. Anyway, that was a good battle. I really liked it. I don't think it was as good as Courage the Cowardly Dog versus Scooby, but it was still very good. So I have no complaints. No complaints. It went exactly as I predicted. This and Doomslayer, most obvious ones. It only took me until like 3 minutes before the battle before I realized it, though. To be fair, that was gonna be yeah. I think they might go Miles Morales mostly from the movies, but yeah, they'll take from the comics as well, I'm sure. But I think the look of that Miles is going to be just based almost directly from the Spider-Verse movies, I bet. They'll still take from the comics. I'm not saying they won't. They'll take from everything. Except that Chinese game from Tom and Jerry. They didn't fucking... Was there anything in that battle that was based on that Chinese game? Or they just want to bring it up? I don't know. All right. There you go. That's it. Well, I'll end the recording. Goodbye.